All right, good afternoon. I'm Laura, and thank you for watching Mondays with the Mayor. I am joined today by Sergeant Ben Salentine from our Golden Police Department. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
There is a lot happening this week, including some big topics for our council meeting tomorrow night. But first, I'm going to start talking about the upcoming weekend and Buffalo Bill Days. It's been a couple of years since the event was last held, and there are some new folks who live and work in Golden who've never been around for Buffalo Bill Days weekend. And there's also been a few changes. So just want to go over some basics for the weekend so we can all be prepared for Buffalo Bill Days. Buffalo Bill Days runs from 5 p.m. on Friday to 5 p.m. on Sunday, and it's mainly held in Parfit Park, with some additional other parks and parking lots that will be used at different times through the weekend. My personal favorite of the weekend is always the Golden Fire Department's pancake breakfast. They do it every year, and it's all you can eat pancakes and bacon, and it's right at Fire Station 1 on 10th Street. A little pro tip for anybody who is new and wants to attend, or if you haven't done it in a while, stop by the station this week and buy your tickets in advance. That way you don't have to wait in line on Saturday morning, which is helpful for everyone, but as I have learned in the past, it is especially helpful when you have hungry kids with you who are really excited for the parade. You don't want to wait in line for those pancakes. So get your tickets in advance. They're selling them at the fire station all week. The breakfast is from 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. And the breakfast ends when the parade starts. So the Buffalo Bill Days parade starts at 10 and goes till about 11:30. And the parade route starts at 9th and Washington, goes down Washington and turns and ends up at 13th and Arapahoe. So that whole area is a great place to set up and watch the parade. I'm not in the parade this year, so I'll be able to watch it. And it's always full of local businesses, local organizations, and of course a lot of local kids with their groups parade on by. As I'm sure you are aware, and the street signs are already out, but Washington Avenue will be closed for the duration of the parade. So starting slightly before 10 and probably a little bit after 11:30, Washington Avenue is closed. No traffic going down there. So be aware of that, even if you're not coming to the parade. During the weekend at Parfit Park, there are a variety of vendors that are set up at the park and music and performances that are on the stage all weekend long. The car show is back this year, but it is at a different location, which means that our streets are staying open on Sunday, so there's no additional road closure on Washington for the car show. And this year, the streets are remaining open for the majority of the weekend. So in past years, we've had some additional road closures besides the parades. We'll have those roads open, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be easy to get around town. We know in summer weekends, we have a lot of people coming to Golden, and with Buffalo Bill Days, it's going to be even more people. So the best bet is to walk. Ride your bikes. There's plenty of bike parking at Parfit Park. And think about if, you're coming down here, whether it's to go to Buffalo Bill Days, whether it's just to enjoy some of our great businesses downtown, you might want to park remotely and then walk to your destination and avoid the central part of 10th and Washington area and Parfit Park altogether. There's going to be some congestion. We're prepared for it. You should be prepared for it too, and figure out how you're going to get where you want to go, the best route possible for you. So like most topics in Golden, there are people who love Buffalo Bill Days and people who decidedly do not love Buffalo Bill Days. But what everyone agrees is that it brings a lot of people, and there's a lot of events and fun for families, with kids' activities and great music for adults in the evening. And there's a lot happening throughout the weekend. It is going to impact those of us who live here. And so as long as we're all aware of the event that is happening and what's going on for the weekend, we should all be able to enjoy Buffalo Bill Days. If you want more information, please keep an eye on the city's social media for any notes about parking or street closures. The more details about it than what I've shared right now, you can also visit the city's website visitor parking page, and that'll tell you where you can, all the locations that you can park if you're coming into downtown. If you want more information about the Buffalo Bill Days event calendar, there's a lot of activities going on over those 3 days. You can visit the event organizer's website at goldenbuffaloBillDays.com and find out all the musical performances, when all the kids' activities are happening, and all the specific details for the weekend. So that's Buffalo Bill Days. We have another event coming up for next week, and I'm going to turn it over to Sergeant Salentine from the Golden Police Department to tell us all about what's happening next week.
Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate it. Coming up on August 2nd, that's this coming up Tuesday from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Parfit Park. We'll be holding our Golden Night in the Park, part of National Night Out. It's going on across the country. National Night Out is an opportunity for our police department, other local agencies, fire department, other emergency services to kind of connect with our community, to really enhance those neighborhood relationships. All the fun toys will be out, vehicles, different emergency response types of equipment. They'll have everything from demonstrations from our motorcycles to, I'm sure K9 Mao will be there as well. In addition to that, free hot dogs, which is my personal favorite, and also root beer floats, and then also some face painting for the kids or some courageous adults. There will be music and a few guest speakers to include the governor and to also include U.S. Attorney Cole Finnegan. It'll be going on throughout the night. Like I said, it's 5 to 8 p.m. The governors should be around 5:30, and Attorney Finnegan will be around 6:30. Another thing, just to add real quick, would be the Flight for Life. So I believe it's Air Life, but we have a Flight for Life coming in, and it normally does a little bit of a demonstration, a little bit of a landing in our downtown area. So that'd be something cool to see as well. That's normally around 6 o'clock. So just a cool event to come on out, meet your local law enforcement in a fun, friendly, humor-filled way. So yeah,
terrific.
That's National Night Out for you in a nutshell.
That's great, and it is a wonderful night in the park. I enjoy it every year. The helicopter is always a hit with the families for sure, as are all the other pieces that are out in the park that evening. So hope everyone can stop by and join and meet all the wonderful people in our Golden Police Department at National Night Out. Thanks for sharing that with us.
Yeah, of course.
And now I'm moving away from events. There are always a lot of fun events going on in Golden, but I've got some more information to share. And the first topic that I wanted to touch on is around our water quality and safety. So it's been in the news, and some of you may have read recently that the EPA updated standards around acceptable levels of PFAS substances. PFAS substances are also known as the forever chemicals, and the new standards are around levels in our drinking water. So the City of Golden conducted sampling for PFAS chemicals to better understand where they occur and at what levels. We used an accredited third-party laboratory and the best available EPA-approved methods. And the results, very good news for the City of Golden and all of us. And we found that the City of Golden has not detected PFAS, and that includes the PFOS and PFOA in untreated source water or in our treated drinking water. So this is great news for the quality of our water source, as well as our drinking water here in the city. The city is working with CDPHE, which is the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment, and other local water utilities to better understand the implications of the new EPA health advisories And the city will continue to provide information as it becomes available. We are on top of this and will continue to work with all the other agencies in the future. Now, I know we have a lot of folks in Golden who really like to see the specific data. If you are interested in the data from those reports, the lab results in the report are going to be made available on the City of Golden's website under the featured news page. So if you're someone who likes to see all that data in the reports, it will be available. Finally, what I wanted to touch on briefly with the time we still have, and that's the City Council meeting for tomorrow night. We do have a lot on the agenda. A couple of items are efforts that have been underway for multiple years with our Sustainability Department and Community Sustainability Advisory Board. We have a resolution regarding our municipal fleet and electric vehicle and equipment master plan. The plan outlines different tasks for achieving our goals and making decisions about future vehicle and equipment purchases for electrification. The second item is community solar gardens. Way back in 2017, which seems like a long time ago now, a majority of our voters, 81% of our voters, said yes to a community solar garden project at the site of the old landfill. And at that time, the city began reviewing that site and other possible sites. This year, the city issued a request for proposal for interest in a partnership to develop one or more community solar garden projects. The city received 4 bids, and tomorrow night City Council will review those bids and provide some direction on next steps towards a community solar garden. Also, tomorrow we're discussing a couple of other items from the strategic plan, including potential uses for the new lodging tax that we began collecting at the start of this year. We also will discuss recommendations for actions related to Golden Arts and Culture, and that supports our Golden Vision 2030 value to support history, culture, and education in our community. The details for those items, as well as all the others on our agenda, we're adopting new codes. We got a lot going on. But check the agenda; it's available on the website under the City Council agenda. You can also watch the meeting live on Channel 8 or on the city website if any of these topics are interesting to you and you want to hear the discussion and the ultimate vote or direction provided by council. We are not going to have a Mondays with the mayor next week, which is why we're talking about next Tuesday today. But you can all put that in your calendar and plan for that next Tuesday night out at the National Night Out at the park. But until then, have a great week. Stay safe. Have fun at all of the wonderful events happening in the city. And we'll see you in a couple weeks. Thanks.